everybody, it's Mia, and today I'm going to be making high altitude macarons. So my last attempt at making macarons did not go very well, and I figured I would try making a high altitude macaron recipe since I've never done this before and I live right at high altitude, so I think that might be one of the problems that I am facing. So let's get to it. So we're going to measure out 100 grams of almond flour. And we're going to pour that through our sifter. Well, I should have done the powdered sugar first. Next, we need 100 grams of powdered sugar. Sip, 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 sip. Sip that sugar. Now we need 3 egg whites. Now we need 100 grams of egg whites. And we take those egg whites and we put them in our mixer bowl. Now we need 100 grams of regular sugar, granulated sugar. Now we need to create a double boiler situation. So I've got my water in the pan. Set this on top and mix the sugar into the egg whites. Mixing, mixing, mixing. Mixing this up. So 170 grams of sugar. So we want to mix until there are no gritty grains of sugar left. And we add a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. And we mix even faster. Let that mix for about 5 to 10 minutes. So we've got our stiff peaks. So we want to add some vanilla paste, which I don't have, but I do have a vanilla bean. I'm going to scrape out the innards. Got our vanilla paste. Now I'm going to add a bit of our dry mixture. Not completely dissolving back into itself. I feel like we should err on the side of not mixing enough instead of over mixing, because it's so persnickety, you know? I'm gonna pipe it. far, this recipe has been a lot better. It made a much more reasonable amount of macarons. So I've got just 2 trays here, and the whole thing was just like so much easier. So I don't know if it's like a mental hurdle that I've had to jump over, or if this is just actually a much easier recipe, but so far I'm liking it. We're going to let these dry and form the skin on top, and then we're going to bake them. So now I'm going to make the frosting. Filling. Frosting. We need a 1/2 cup of room temperature butter, 1/3 cup of cocoa, whew, pinch of salt, 1 teaspoon meringue powder, 1 2/3 cup powdered sugar. I'm going to add a teaspoon of instant coffee to make our chocolate here. Oh, it smells like heaven. You just dribble in a little bit of cream to make your consistency a little bit better. Wow, that is good turtle. It's too bad you can't have any. Yeah, look at you. You're all sweet. Oh my goodness. This is interesting. You are a weird cat. Get over here and snuggle properly. Thank you. Oven is preheated to 300, and these are going to go in for 15 minutes. They're looking really good so far. Probably the best macarons I've ever made. Not to jinx anything, but I'm pretty excited. They're looking good. Let those cool for 5 minutes on the pan, and then we move them off the pan to cool completely. So these look pretty good. Got my filling, and let's fill them up. So the second batch just came out, and they are a little lopsided. I think because my cookie sheet, this one is not level. There's like a bump in it. So that's a little disappointing because otherwise they look really good. But these came out looking so good. These are the best macarons I've ever made. That's very exciting to me. They're so cute. They're delicious, as all macarons are. Buttercream, it's tasty. No notes. No notes. If you live at high altitude or about 4,500 feet, you might be interested in this recipe. It's the high altitude vanilla bean French macaron recipe, and you can find that online at curlygirlkitchen.com. Thanks, Curly Girl! Now, as always, with a macaron, it's best to refrigerate them for at least a day in order to get all the textures correct if you don't eat them all before then. I hope you had fun. This was fun. Join me next week when we whisk up something else. Bye, buddy!